Chakaverse. Chaka Crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. We are speaking Chaka facts. I'm not speaking Chaka words. We are making Chaka raps. We call this the Chakaverse.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Chaka Crypto, and this is the Chakaverse. And today we have in the house Tyler from Sphynx Labs. He's going to be sharing Sphynx Labs and what that project brings to the table. First, let me say give shout out to the sponsor, MetaMonkey AI. They're bringing real-world AI technology solutions to the metaverse. That is MetaMonkey AI. Their link will be down in the description, and also all the links for everything we talk about today with Sphynx Labs will be down in the description also. And let me say what's up to the chat really quick. Jay Thacker in the house. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you showing up. And Mr. Dr. Reverend Shaman said, wow, just in time. That's right. That's right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up Tyler from Sphynx Labs. What is going on?
Chilling, man. Just hanging out. So
cool.
Been looking forward to this. So
yeah, appreciate you jumping on, man. I really like Sphynx Labs. I've done a video on them, and I love everything that they got going on, and I appreciate you jumping on to share more in more detail about it. You know.
Yeah, no worries.
And we got in the chat Dr. Shaman saying, "What's up, Chaka? What's up? How's it going?" And so, without there's probably a lot to go over. If you don't mind, we can get right into it. Maybe start with the introduction of yourself and how, what role you have with Sphynx, and then how you got with Sphynx, and then we'll dig into the project if you don't mind.
Sure. Sounds great. So my name is Tyler. I am the writer and social media manager of the project. So anything that you see either came from myself, if it's written, or Colton, who's our other writer on the team. Been with Sphynx, let's see, pretty much since the inception. I think it was about a month after they started last year, so probably around October of last year. And how I found it was kind of weird. It was like I was just on YouTube one day because I had just started getting back into crypto because of like the Shiba craze that was going on. And for some reason, I just saw this Sphynx Labs video, and I just started watching it, and I was like, wow, this sounds really cool. I was just getting really into DeFi and messing with it. And I found that the platform was really nice, and I joined the Discord, and basically I met Andres there, who is the project manager, our project manager, and just kind of started talking from there. I was just really active in the community, and one day, I was telling them like, hey, I can write. Like, I don't know if you guys need a writer, and turns out they did. So that's cool. Kind of how it happened. Yeah, I started off as a regular mod, and then I kind of moved up, and now I do like all the socials and stuff like that. So
that's cool. That's how the first time I heard about Sphynx, it was Lonzo was in some kind of summit giving a speech, and he gave a killer speech, and that got me. I was like, man, he actually used all the time and could have went on for maybe another 10-20 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I need to check that out.
Yeah, the World Blockchain Summit, that was about like that was almost a year ago now too. It actually might have been a little over a year.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So cool, man. Appreciate that. Let's I'll go ahead and pull up the screen here, and then we'll jump right in. I'll start off with their Twitter, show everybody their Twitter. All right, so this is the Sphynx Labs Twitter. It's at Sphynx Labs. If you also, that'll be down in the description below. Looks like they got about 45.7 thousand followers. That's awesome. It's been over a year, right? You guys are over a year old, I believe.
Yeah. So September this year was a year. So yeah, we're a little over now.
All the stuff that you guys got coming out in just over a year is pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount of stuff. It's never ending, but we kind of like it that way. So
yeah, and even on the website, also their link tree, very well put together. You can see everything here. You can download the app, and we'll talk about all this stuff too, the decks, the website, and then of course they got all their socials and telegrams and discords down here. So this is the website. It's sphinxlabs.co. Is there anything you'd like to go over on the website, or?
Well, the main thing about the website is it's just going to give you kind of some direct links to the stuff we have, like the app stores and stuff. That video is kind of like a good entry point, I think, for people just to kind of see what we're about in a nutshell. When I explain it all, it usually takes me like 20 minutes because it's an insane amount of information, but that's a good jumping off point. It also kind of tells you just at a glance what we're all about and everything, what we offer on our all-in-one kind of system we got going on. The main meat of the info you can find, and I believe there's links on the website as well, is going to be like our Git book, which is going to tell you, yeah, right there.
Ah, there it is.
So yeah, so that's going to tell you everything. That thing is like a Bible. So if you have like time to read it all, it's quite a bit of information.
I believe it's always updating, correct?
Yeah. So either Colton and I are editing it or updating it whenever we can.
Because I have read the Git book, but it was maybe a couple months ago, so I'm sure there's a ton more information in there that I don't know about. But do you want to check out this video? It's only a minute long.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Let's check this out.
Introducing Sphynx DeFi app. This app allows users to manage all their DeFi needs from one native platform and has been carefully designed to simplify and remove the barriers to enter Web3 and DeFi.
Well, I guess that dial-up internet's not working very well.
We can't have nice things. It's okay.
Can't have nice things. Oh, there we go. No,
DeFi.
Oh, there it goes.
Sphynx DeFi app comes built in with many features, including the ability to simply create or import a Web3 wallet and manage your portfolio better. Swap directly within the application with auto slippage. Staking and farming pools are available across multiple blockchains. Place limit and stop loss orders on over 1,000 tokens. Exclusive Sphynx Launchpad, where users can participate directly from the app. Bridge across multiple blockchains with the Sphynx native bridge. Purchase and stake NFTs. Download the Sphynx DeFi app and enter the Web3 and DeFi world with a new innovative
Wow, I'm totally butchering this
lens
video.
as the Sphynx Lab team expands to new boundaries to give our users and customers the best experience possible. Download the app today.
Well,
Yeah,
besides the bad internet connection there, I mean that video, it really does. I love how this is like an all-in-one, platform that you guys are going for, and it's something that I can show my oldest son who's getting into crypto, and he uses this app, and he this is where he does all his crypto from. But
yeah, that's the main thing was like, it's super hard to like get into DeFi. Like it's fairly simple to get into crypto. Like if you buy on a SEX, we all kind of know how that goes. But to actually get into like the meat of what I think kind of the ethos of crypto is, which is DeFi, it's just a really huge barrier. So that was basically the main thing we're trying to solve here.
yeah, and it makes it really, really simple. And if you guys downloaded the app, you would see it is, and even this right here looks different from last time I looked at it. These are larger, easier to see, easier on the eyes. Everything looks really, really simplified to use. But simplified is a good thing because behind it's got to be a lot of work. Behind the scenes got to be a lot of work. So looking simplified's got to be, that's a compliment.
Oh yeah, it's an incredible amount of back end work. I can't even imagine. So. Yeah. I'm not a coder at all. I can just imagine all the work that goes in because I know Lonzo puts in really long hours. So,
yeah. Can you are you familiar with this app? Can we go through everything and you kind of let us know what everything is?
Oh yeah, I use it all the time. So,
okay, cool.
So we can start with the dashboard. That's fine.
All right.
Which I think is what we're
this is what
on.
we're looking at here.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna show you like different APRs, total liquidity of things, the trading fees that we've gathered, circulating market cap, and circulating supply. So the circulating supply per chain stays around 1 billion. When it gets a little bit above that, to a point that it's a substantial amount more, we do regular burns, so we bring it back down to 1 billion per chain. So right there you can see all the networks that we are supporting currently. that's going to be growing, of course. It's growing right now. I just don't have the authority to say what it is, but it's coming up pretty shortly. So we're just kind of making sure the back end's really tight and everything's done with that. So,
and right here you can switch from all these different networks also, right? That's really cool.
So, well, I can say that the Moo chain, that one is coming. Right now, that's just the bridge. So we're supporting the bridge for them, but pretty soon we'll have a full integration for them as well on the app. Risu, that's the bridge. So, we grow all the time, just offering different things to projects that they really need. Like a good bridge is really important, especially for these blockchain projects. So,
yeah. And this right here, what we're looking at, this would be on the downloaded app, right? All this.
Yeah. So it's going to be, it'll look a little different on the app as far as that goes, but yeah. So you can pretty much do everything on the app that you can do on the DApp. It's just going to be presented differently, of course.
Yeah. And you got the Omniverse. I seen that on there. What's your most recent? Is it the Omniverse?
Yeah, so that's the Apex guys. They're really good friends of ours. So they've built the Apex blockchain fairly recently. It's a zero gas, actual zero gas blockchain. So it doesn't use any at all. And Omnia is the native token for that.
That's right. That's right. Zero gas. And then, I mean, go ahead and rewind this just a couple more seconds because you did hear it right. He said zero gas. But that's awesome right there.
It's insane. Yeah. They're good dudes. We like them.
And then down right here, we got the charts.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite things. So I don't know about you, but like I kind of hate having to go to like Dex tools and stuff like that all the time when I want to look at a token. So I usually just plug in the contract address of whatever I'm looking for, and it's right there. So I can see a live chart and I can trade right in the same place. So if we don't have the liquidity, if you look right there at Sphynx LP, you can also move it over to Pancake on the trading thing, and that will, if we don't have the liquidity, Pancake probably does if you're on the Binance Smart Chain, so you can trade any token that you want to. That's going to have the auto slippage feature as well, so you don't have to kind of keep guessing what it's going to need to go through. It'll just go for the smallest amount that works, and it'll go for it.
This right here is what I really like. You got the stop loss and limit order.
Yeah,
that is great. It's fantastic.
That's huge on DeFi. That's more of like a feature you'd probably see on like a centralized exchange and things like that, but it's very important to have and learn how to use, because we all make maybe plays that we don't necessarily keep for too long. So just kind of depends on what you want to do, or maybe you want to get in on something, you think it's going to go down and you want to buy it real quick, and it does it for you. You set it up and you don't have to worry about it. So that's what I really like.
Yeah, be able to sleep at night,
Yeah, exactly.
And then up here, you can switch different networks also and look at all the other charts on these networks, correct?
So obviously it'll default to like Sphynx and B-Rise or Sphynx Apex, Sphynx Loop, the mood charts and things like that. They'll be ready to go shortly.
Cool. And all you gotta do is just connect your wallet, and then boom, you're in there. This is very simplified. I really like this, and it's easy. It's cool when I'm going over it with my kid or somebody new to crypto. When I show them this, they're like, oh,
yep. And you can make your chart as like complicated as you want. I mean, it's got a full suite of tools and everything for technical analysis and stuff. I myself don't really mess with that too much, but I know a lot of people are really into that. So,
I was on another YouTuber's channel, and I forget who was on there. Somebody else from the team, and we were talking about the charts and how they're very you can change them and put whatever you want on there. And we did mention, I wonder if we asked him, can we put our own backgrounds in there? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'll check on that. So have you heard anything about that? Are you able to put your own like backgrounds on the graph?
I haven't heard anything about that, but that'd be cool. I can bring it up for sure.
Yeah, because like if I'm showing it on the channel, it'd be cool to like have my logo in the back, and then
that would be cool. Okay, yeah, I'm sure it's probably not very hard to do either. So
And then down here, what M charts,
That's multi-charts.
multi
So
charts.
that's going to give you a multi-chart view of a couple of different things. If you have to set it up right.
Oh,
But
okay.
it'll give you like 6 different charts basically at a time that you can be looking at, which is also really cool. Something I haven't personally messed with a whole lot yet either, but I've seen a lot of people have like, 6 charts going on, which is insane. So
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore. I'm not that hardcore into where I have to have 6 up, maybe a couple. That's a
yeah,
really cool feature though.
I feel like I'm in the Matrix if I was like 6 charts up and I was like just trying to hack into something. That's a lot for me.
Yeah, I think if my wife came in and I had 6 charts up, she would just shake her head and walk out.
Yeah.
And then we have this is the farms.
Yep. So this is the BSC side. So these are going to be like Sphynx BSC paired with BNB for liquidity, BNB and BUSD pairs for liquidity, BNB and USDC, same difference. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's also the bridge pairs, which are single staking stable assets. So basically that pool right there is you put your USDT or USDC in there for the bridge, and it's essentially going to give you the APR that you see back in Sphynx token for whatever chain you're on at that time. So that's a really good feature for us, I think. And the bridges, DeFi is really when people provide liquidity and things like that, that's kind of the lifeblood of what makes DeFi work. So all these rewards, especially for the bridges and things like that, are as sustainable as they can be. And, we try to make it as nice and what's the word I'm looking for, to make people kind of want to get in there,
Yeah.
So a lot of different options for you, no matter what you want to do. If you're kind of playing it safe right now, then, the stable pools with just your stables is fine. You can take them out anytime you want, and there's no penalty either. So.
Yeah, I like it. That is really nice. You got see Edward Vincent saying I like the charts. I like the charts too. They look really nice. Christopher Alvarado, what's up, Chaka? What's going on? Thank you for showing up. And then Edward Vincent also says all those charts up can show that every project moves together yet independently. Super fun stuff.
Yeah, we can all see the trends in the market and things like that. So
yeah,
it's really nice.
So this is the farms. That's another looks really nice. And then you can check out the finished pools. Staked only. I like everything.
Yeah, you can also change your view as well. It's right by the staked only. If you go to, that, it'll let you see it in a different grid view. Sorry, the other button, that is that view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one right beside it.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one.
Yeah, I think so. Well, let me see myself. Hold on.
And then down here at the bottom, you guys, I see Certic. You guys have the Certic audit.
Yeah. So we've been partnered with Certic since the very beginning. And, we thought that was very important because it's hard to trust people kind of in this space in general. That just kind of adds another layer of protection. They've audited our contract. They like what they see. And basically they have Skynet 24/7 support. So they're always, kind of monitoring everything and how it's working and what we're doing here. So
when you say partnered with Certic, are they helping you out on the onboarding, like your launchpad? Do they help with the projects that are coming on?
I believe that they're probably done with their role as far as that goes, but the partnership is more like the Skynet watching and getting us started. And they gave us feedback a lot on when we were first starting about our contract and things like that. Just kind of looking out for us, making sure we got everything good to go.
Yeah.
And it actually is supposed to be that grid button. It works for me. I don't know what that one.
Oh yeah, so it's not working for me, but I'm having internet problems, it seems.
Yeah. Anyways, it makes it like you can change your view basically if you like to see more of a grid kind of base thing. So I like to use that one personally. And
so this one was the farms, and then down here you have the staking pools. See if the grid works over here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the view that I like to see personally, because it gives a little bit more information at a glance. So that's the one I always go with. But staking pools are obviously, there's going to be less of a risk than farms, because if you want to farm, you need to understand what impermanent loss is and how all that goes. But staking is just going to be basically staking. These are for other projects, but staking your Sphynx to basically earn more Sphynx. Obviously, the longer that you lock it up, the longer that it's gonna, or the better the APR is gonna be, generally speaking. So the 180 days at 63% right now, and you can see that it goes down from there if you want 3 days, that kind of thing. But just a good way to kind of earn passively if you're a long-term holder. Definitely would recommend throwing in staking. There's not really any reason not to.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. And you guys did all this on your platform with your own team. I like that.
Yeah, so it was all built from the ground up, basically. It's not really a fork of anything else. It's kind of, we've done this all ourselves. I think we have like 18 devs on the team was the last time I checked or heard from Lonzo about that. So that's just the development side. And then on my side, as far as the team, front facing kind of thing, there's about 12 of us right now. So
yeah. Nice. And is there a way to see, like, out of these, what is the majority of people putting in for the 100-day? Just curious. Is that information available?
Yeah, so if you see total staked right there, it'll actually tell you the total amount of Sphynx that's staked in the pools. So yeah, that is the biggest pool currently for Sphynx BSC.
And that's awesome. That shows a lot right there, that people trust us enough to hey, 180 days, I'm staking it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's
it's
really
kind
cool.
of it's kind of funny at one point, like there was so many people in the 180-day that that APR was lower than the 60-day, just because so many people were wanted to be for 180 days. So that was cool.
Yeah. And it's the highest APR now.
Yeah, now it is.
Very nice. And then on these also, you can go from all these other networks. Yep. And even more to come, probably, maybe.
For sure. We're always growing. That's the idea. So especially right now, I think the most important thing to do is kind of build in a market like this and be reaching out to other projects and things like that. So
oh, definitely. And we have Eddie T saying, what up? What's up, Eddie T? Welcome. Smash that like button and sub. Yeah, I appreciate that. So, and Marty, what's going on? Appreciate you guys. So this was the pools. And then down here we have the Sphynx pad. Let me click on that. Oh, yeah. It's different categories. Launchpad.
Yeah. You want to go to Launchpad if you want to see what it's like to set up on pre-sale directory. So this is just going to tell you like total liquidity that we've raised, projects we've launched on this chain, the liquidity that's been locked, how many people participated in these pre-sales, the current fee that we charge for it, and we take 1.75% of whatever you raise, the total amount. So
this was kind of what my question was. What I was trying to ask was, okay, the projects that you launched from your Launchpad, what's the vetting like? And does Certic help with that, or is this your own in-house type of vetting?
Yeah, so it's kind of our in-house vetting system that we came up with. So it's a tiered launch system. So basically it's gold, silver, bronze, or other. Gold means that you have a use case, or that you're doxed, KYC'd, utility, and audited. So if you have all four of those things, after we talk to you, you can get a gold tier, which basically means that it's maybe a little bit more of a safer project to invest in. They've kind of got some stuff going on. Silver would be 3 of those things. Bronze would be 2 of those things. And basically, if you just launch on our platform and don't talk to us at all, then you'd be an other, because, we don't really know what you're about or anything like that. So nice. It's just a way to, nothing's foolproof in DeFi or anything like that, but just to try to give some sort of semblance of, helping people know what they're getting into.
So. Yeah, I like that. So gold, bronze, and or gold, silver, and bronze, or
and,
other
and
gold, silver.
other. Yeah.
So that was the launch pad, and then you also have a pre-sale directory, airdrop directory.
Yep, the airdrop feature is for like projects if they want to do easy airdrops to their holders and things like that. It'll just kind of help you out, so you can get that all set up and send it to people easier.
Nice,
Yeah.
cool. Let's
So
check
we
out.
don't just want to make it easier for investors. We want to make it easier for other projects to get what they need to get done too. So
Oh, definitely. And we'll check out this info tab down here.
yeah, so
Info and
this
analytics.
mhm. So this is going to have obviously just analytical information about what's going on with whatever you're looking at that current moment. So the liquidity, the volume, top tokens, you can check those out as well. Like Wrapped BNB, Omniverse, different stuff that's on our decks. So it's just kind of at a glance. A lot of information. If you're that kind of person, you really want to dive in, this will help you out. So
Yeah, really cool, man. And the bridge.
my favorite thing. So I don't know about you, but when I first got into crypto, like I barely even understood what a different chain was in the first place. And using bridges was like the biggest pain that I think I ever ran into.
Mhm.
Just because, they would take like 30 to 40 minutes and I'd be freaking out the whole time. I didn't know what was taking so long, but this is a true bridge. Meaning, we have liquidity on both sides of what's going on. It's not really being routed through a million different places. It's just, us. So
Yeah.
you can bridge from Binance to like Crow or Ethereum. That's weird. You're not even doing a transaction.
Huh. Maybe I was clicking on something. Didn't even know. It keeps failing though.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. But yeah, so you could basically bridge like USDT or USDC. Like I use it all the time to go from the Binance Smart Chain because I like to mess around on Kronos. So I moved like USDC over there, and it works so fast that like sometimes I'm afraid it didn't work because usually it's like I told you just like before I'm like used to waiting forever, but this is pretty
Yeah.
instantaneous once you click it. So that works pretty much right away. You can enter the pools as well if you want to get rewarded for providing liquidity as far as stable coins go. And then for other projects as well, we have like bridges for them to use and things like that. So we can set that up for people and get them going with a bridge that works to their blockchain. So.
That is really cool. Now the NFTs are already minted out, right?
Yeah, they are minted out right now. So this portion doesn't necessarily serve a purpose right now, but the NFT marketplace is coming pretty shortly. So that's going to be the cross-chain NFT marketplace that we have, starting with Loop Network. That's going to be the first chain, then BSC, and then all of them from there. But as the weeks go on, we'll be going more from there, and that's going to be a place for creators and investors to kind of have a cross-chain space where they can look at wherever they're at, whether it's Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain or Kronos or that kind of stuff. So that's going to be really cool. We're pretty excited for that. I believe it's just kind of in the final stages of stress testing right now. Excuse me. Lonzo likes to, really make sure that everything is well oiled and ready to go for first. So.
And what are the benefits of the NFTs?
Yeah, so we have NFT pools on Binance Smart Chain, Kronos, Apex, Loop, and Ethereum. So the Ethereum network, if you have Genesis NFTs, Genesis holders get 50% of all of the bridge fees for any of the bridges that we have. We kind of convert it to Ethereum, and then we give it to holders in a proportional amount. So that goes back to them. The NFTs that are on the other chains are basically you can stake them and your Sphynx tokens, and you can earn whatever the native token is of that chain. So for me personally, I have a lot on Crow. So I have my Kronos NFTs and I have my my Sphynx tokens stick there, and I earn Crow all the time. So that's what I really like. And also, if we have, like, let's say, launches on those platforms, you could basically get a tier 2 whitelist for holding an NFT. So tier 1 would be like what the project themselves would set up for, like, people doing stuff for them or tasks, like that, to get a whitelist. And then once those people are done, you could get a whitelist for holding the NFTs.
So you guys had the Genesis, and then was there another?
Yeah, the Scion Sphynx
Scions?
Council. All the other ones on the chains are they're all Scion Sphynx Councils, but we just call the Genesis ones the ones that are on ETH. So
cool. And like I said earlier, man, this is so much a one-shop stop. It's got pretty much everything. But then you're thinking, well, they don't got a wallet, but boom, it's coming. You got that's in the mix already.
Yep. And actually, of course, the application, if you use the mobile app, then you can actually there's a fiat on ramp and off ramp for that. It's easy to import a wallet in there. It takes like no time. I mean, it walks you through it as well. It's just like MetaMask. Like if you've ever used MetaMask, I think this is even easier to use. I use the Sphynx wallet all the time myself. I mean, it's just easy to do. Like everything's right there. Like everything that we've gone over, you can do on the app. So
what will this wallet be? Is that anything you can share? Or is it
yeah, so essentially that's going to be like, how MetaMask has a like a browser extension, right? It just means we're going to have the Sphynx browser extension. So that's going to be coming soon.
Cool, nice.
Yeah. And
is this bridge different than the bridge that we just went over, the Sphynx bridge here?
No, that probably needs to be updated. So.
Okay. These were the things, this right here, when I first heard Lonzo speak, the Sphynx TV is what caught my eye, because he was talking about, and he didn't get that much time to talk about it, and I did read about it in the Get book, and I know it's going to be updated, but do you know anything about the Sphynx TV?
Yeah, so I believe the original intention is to kind of give a platform for, crypto people like us, like we're doing right now, right? Yeah. And it's still in the works. I know that for sure. There's been some talk thrown around of like he and I and some of the guys starting to do like a podcast type thing soon, where we're just kind of talking about crypto stuff and things like that and educating people further. But yeah, I haven't heard him speak about it a whole lot lately, but I know it's still within the works. So cool. The other major thing we're working on is the Sphynx blockchain, which is going to kind of serve as the centerpiece for this whole ecosystem.
Really? So, I didn't even know. I got to write that down. I didn't even know you guys are having doing a Sphynx blockchain. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of information on exactly how that's going to work, because he's keeping that pretty close to his chest. Yeah. But if you guys go to our YouTube channel, you can see his latest speech from the World Blockchain Summit this year in Dubai. And he actually touches on it a little bit in his presentation, and you can see it there.
Nice. So. Definitely going to have to check that out. Now, I did read in the Get book, and like I said, it was a couple months ago when I read it, and it was when I read about Sphynx Pay. It was a way to pay, but you would get some kind of reward, like discount rewards from different. I think it said movie sites, but they haven't disclosed the movie sites.
Yeah, so I believe his original idea is like streaming reimbursement and things like that, and using your Sphynx as actual, for transactional stuff. I do know that we're working on that right now. Actually, if you download the app and you kind of, maybe I could show the app a little bit through my webcam. It's going to kind of look awkward, but if you notice, the way the portfolio looks has kind of changed a little bit. So it kind of looks like a credit card a little bit. So that's a little bit of a hint.
Okay.
So that's definitely still in the works. As far as how far along it is, I don't know for certain yet. So.
Nice. And then I don't know what the prediction down here is. That just upcoming.
Is that
an actual
prediction
feature?
I think that's like for guessing the future of tokens or something like that. It might be futures. I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. So
Nice, man.
yeah, I think we're working on that a little bit as well.
So I think we looked at everything, but I don't know if we went over the lottery. What's the lottery, the Sphynx lottery?
I'm not certain that the lottery is currently live right now, but the lottery was basically kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's a provable fair lottery with technology from Chainlink, I believe, and it was the ability to kind of buy lottery tickets, and if you were drawn or things like that, you would win Sphynx tokens. I think we're kind of doing some work on that a little bit, so it's not live at the moment. But yeah, it was at one point, and it probably will be again. So
That's awesome, man. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Anything else you'd like to share? We kind of just ran through it a little quick.
Yeah, we did. Man, you know what? Like, I think we've gone pretty in depth, to be honest. You know, that's kind of what I usually run through when I'm talking to people about it. I just kind of wanted to reiterate, like, our whole entire kind of philosophy is to make this easier, because we're not going to get mass adoption for crypto in general without making it easier on people. Because, if you and I talk right now and I say the word DApp, or I say, what is a decentralized exchange, what's a DEX, what does it mean to cheat something? Like, people don't understand what that means. So the easier that we can make it, that's kind of the whole goal. We're working all the time on updating the Git book so people can understand more. We'll be working on the Learning Hub a little bit more as well coming up here in the future. It's all about mass adoption, and it's all about trying to make it as easy as possible for everybody, because otherwise it's not going to grow.
Now, when you say Learning Hub, is that going to be a place where somebody can go in and see the definitions of the different acronyms that are out there?
Yeah, so it's quite a large long-term undertaking for myself and Colton mostly, but a lot of information can already be found in the GitHub, but that is going to be more general topics like, what's a wallet, right? What's a blockchain, different things like that. So just trying to make it as easy as possible. But still have the original ethos of what crypto is, which is owning your own assets, your keys, your crypto kind of thing. So basically giving centralized functionality in a decentralized space is kind of how I like to put it.
Yeah. So. And especially if you haven't learned that in 2022, not your keys, not your crypto, with everything going on, that is a great thing to learn right there.
Yeah, it's good times for all of us right now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on the market right now? How are you feeling?
To be honest, man, it's like I feel like it's kind of like the .com crash, like back in the late 90s. Like, we had all these things popping up, and it was like, oh, the internet's a fad, and you had all these companies that were just making bukus of money out of nowhere at first, but then, how many things fell by the wayside, right? I think that the culling of the herd, so to speak, is a good thing, because it kind of makes better things rise to the top. I think this growing pain is kind of necessary, to be honest with you. Of course, no one likes to see that, one of the largest centralized exchanges in the world just defrauded like millions of people, right? But as much damage as it's done, it also brings good, because then it's like, okay, people are going to be looking at us more closely now. It's a growing pain I think is necessary. So.
Yeah, and you're definitely right. People are going to be looking much closely now. I think what I kind of find amusing is now everybody's talking about crypto, even people that don't really know what they're talking about. And then sometimes when I watch the news and they use certain verbiage, it's kind of funny if they use the wrong words for things, or the way they say it. I'm like, that's kind of funny. They don't really know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah.
And there's always a bias against it in, I guess, mainstream media, any kind of thing like that. People also hate on things that they don't understand. And, sometimes they're not wrong. A lot of crypto is really scammy, but I think that's why the good stuff is going to rise to the top eventually. So,
Yeah. So your guys' socials, you guys have Telegram, Discord, both of those?
yeah, we're very active in the Telegram. We are trying to grow the Discord a little bit more. It's just a lot of our investors like Telegram a lot. But we have both. You could find them on the Linktree link right there in our
Oh, there you are, Telegram. Did you hear the news today? Well, I heard it just today that Telegram is going to implement some type of crypto wallet.
You know what? Right before I got on here, I was on Twitter and I saw that. I was like, that sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at was, so in a bear market like this, what do you guys have any plans like to keep the community involved, engaged? What do you guys got going on in your socials?
Yeah, so right now, what we're doing a lot over in the Telegram group is we have daily games. That's going to be changing a little bit, but we're basically going to try to make it more engaging. So the more that you engage, we do marble races with the community, and the more engagement that you've done to help us out, we give you more marbles and you get prizes and custom tags and different things like that. We have some times where we just do voice chats with people, just kind of hanging out. We're always there 24/7. Somebody from the team is always on. So if you're having technical problems, we have a technical Telegram as well that will help you with anything that you need. We're trying to look into starting like poker nights and things like that, just to kind of, have a good time for everybody. Because, it's a bit of a down market. Like everybody's kind of down and things like that. So anything that we can kind of do just to, bring up the vibe a little bit, I guess, is kind of what we're trying to do the most over there. So that's how we keep people engaged.
Yeah, everybody seems to like poker. Like tonight, I have a poker night tonight with a project. We do it every Wednesday, and we'll do it live on screen. Everybody will join. They'll play, and of course, it's free to register. But the top 3 or 4 will win prizes, and different project sponsor, and they give out prizes. You guys feel free to stop by, check it out, or
Yeah, definitely. Dude, it's weird because like I don't play poker that often, but it's like I really only play when my wife like wants to play on holidays with her family or something like that, but I always end up winning. So it's like I suck at it, but I don't know what it is. It's just some kind of weird thing, but I like it too whenever I can. But
well, if you are free tonight, feel free to play some poker. And even if you want to jump on stream, because really poker nights, it's not really about crypto. We just chill, and the community gets to get together and play games. We use the Poker Now app or whatever. It's just fun.
Yeah, that's kind of our thought process too, is just like, you may not necessarily want to talk about crypto right now. So it's just kind of like a hangout kind of thing. But we just want to know, we want everybody to know, we're always there. Like we don't stop working in the background. Even if it's in a down market, we're still, ready to build and kick butt when it's not. So.
No, definitely, man. And if you ever want to jump on and stream a poker for you guys, let me know. We can set it up. Or you probably have your own way of doing it, but this is an option for you.
Yeah, I'm actually looking into it myself personally right now. But yeah, I might hit you up for some help.
Yeah, no worries, man. What is marbles though? Is that the I do know a marbles game.
It's marbles on stream, like for Twitch.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking.
Yeah, it's like there's like weird funnels and like all the marbles come out and they race down the ramp or whatever.
That one's actually really cool too. 2-Bit Crypto, he's another YouTuber, and I don't know if he was the first one to have it, but he's the most popular. He made it popular.
Marbles person.
Yeah, he's a marbles dude.
Yeah, I like it too. It's pretty fun.
It is really cool. Yeah, man, it has been a pleasure, dude. Anything else that you would like to share?
Basically, my main thing right now is like, just download the app, give it a try. I think you'll really like it. Everybody that we've talked to likes it a lot. It's always being updated constantly. So, Lonzo's never happy with good enough. He's always trying to push the envelope. If you check out our link tree, you can find our Medium link. Colton and I write weekly updates on there. So You're always kind of updated what's going on. All of our, places you can find us in the team, like Telegram and Discord, are in there as well. So yeah, follow us on Twitter as well. If you see anything on Twitter, I wrote it, so be nice to me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we like to have a good time.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on, and you're always welcome back. If you ever want to give any updates or anything, just let me know. We'll get back on here. That I really like this project.
Yeah, man. When I got stuff about the blockchain and stuff like that, I'll be back for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of stoked about that. I did not know you guys were starting a blockchain. I'm just like, what? I'm
stoked about it too.
That is great. Well, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even have made it this far on my crypto journey. And thank you very much. And hey, buddy, anytime, for real, anytime you guys want to jump back on the channel, I'm just a DM away.
Awesome, man. Sounds good.
Cool. And on that note, you guys all have a great day. That was Sphynx Labs. All the links will be down in the description. You guys all have a good one.
Nice. Peace.
See ya.